Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in the province. Ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon of April 25, 2023, in Hanoi, the Police Department for the Administrative Management of Social Order, the Ministry of Public Security have an online briefing on the Administrative Management of Social Order in April 2023. Lieutenant General Nguyễn Duy Ngọc, member of the Party Central Committee, Deputy Minister of the Public Security, attended and delivered a speech. Attendance at TayNinhTV Provincial Police reports there were Colonel Trần Văn Luận, Deputy Directors of the Provincial Police.
In April, the TASA projects continue to be effectively implemented. For the issue of citizen identification, over 80 million citizen identification cards with electronic chips have been issued. The chip-based citizen identification platform has been applied in many fields, creating outstanding results. Regarding the management of weapons, explosives, supporting tools and artillery, in April, 2,900 licenses and certificates of weapons, explosives, and supporting tools were issued. Speaking at the conference, Lieutenant General Nguyễn Duy Ngọc affirmed that the achievements got by the police force for administrative management of social order over the past time has brought positive effects on the work of ensuring security, order, economic development, society, and digital economy. In particular, the results of the implementation of projects have helped people reduce procedures, the use of paper documents, and have less need to go to public agencies when performing administrative transactions. At the same time, he asked the local police to focus on making recommendations and proposing contents to better perform the task of projects, contributing to better serving the people as well as ensuring security, order, and socio-economic development of the country.
At the town conference on cooperation and development of border provinces between Vietnam and Cambodia, taking place in TayNinhTV province from April 23rd to 25th, co-chaired by Mr. Trần Lưu Quang, Deputy Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, and Mr. Samdech Kralahom Sokhen, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of the Interior of the Kingdom of Cambodia. The two sides agreed to step up economic, trade and investment cooperation between the two countries.
Accordingly, the two sides pledged to strengthen cooperation and connectivity between bordering provinces, promote the linkage of supply and production chains, in order to create a favorable environment in promoting and attracting two-way investment and trade, as well as improving business efficiency, ensuring the effective implementation of border trade agreements, the agreement on the promotion and protection of investment, and the protocol amending the agreement on investment promotion and the agreement on promotion avoiding double taxation, promoting early completion of the master plan to connect the two economies of Vietnam and Cambodia till 2030. At the same time, the two sides promote and attract investors of the two countries to jointly seek opportunities to develop Cambodia-Vietnam special economic zones in Cambodia's bordering provinces with Vietnam in order to further deepen the supply chain of industrial raw materials for import and output of industrial products to consumers in the region, including maintaining the sustainability of the supply chain.
Turn to other news. The audience in the afternoon of April 26, 2023, at Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee in TayNinhTV province, a ceremony will have to announce decisions of the Provincial Party Standing Committee on personal work. Attending the ceremony, there were Mr. Phạm Hồng Thái, Standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, head of the Provincial National Assembly delegation.
At the ceremony, Ms. Trần Thị Thanh Hằng, Deputy Head of the Organizing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee, announced the decision number 2946, dated April 21st, 2023, of TayNinhTV Provincial Party Committee, assigning Mr. Trương Nhật Quang, member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, Head of the Mass Mobilization of the Provincial Party Committee, in charge of Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of the province from April 21st, 2023, until the Chairman of the Provincial Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee is available. Speaking at the ceremony, Mr. Phạm Hồng Thái hoped that, with his experience, Mr. Trương Nhật Quang will continue to promote his role as head of the Department of Mass Mobilization, as well as in charge of the Provincial Vietnam Fatherland Committee, to lead, direct, and perform its duties well until the Provincial Party Standing Committee has a policy and decides to assign carriage for consultation to elect the chairman of the Vietnam Fatherland Committee of the province. In the morning of April 26, 2023, the party committee and command of TayNinhTVToday held a conference to hand over the position of Deputy Chief of Operations of TayNinhTVToday, chaired by Colonel Lê Văn Vĩ, commander of TayNinhTVToday. Previously, the Ministry of Defense gave a decision to Colonel Đinh Viết Bình, Deputy Chief of Operations of TayNinhTVToday, to retire according to the regime. At the same time, comply with the decision on mobilization and appointment of personnel of the Minister of National Defense. Following the direction of the Party Standing Committee and the command of Portugal appointed Colonel Cao Xuân An, head of the Rock and Ground Prevention and Control Department, to hold this position from the date May 1, 2023. At the handover meeting, procedures on responsibilities, staffing organization were carried out in accordance with regulations and relevant professional organizations. Colonel Lê Văn Vĩ appreciated the achievements and dedication of Colonel Đinh Viết Bình in the course of defending the national sovereignty, territory and border security, and contributed together with TayNinhTVToday to develop and grow up to now. On this occasion, Colonel Lê Văn Vĩ presented flowers to congratulate Colonel Cao Xuân An on his appointment to a new position. At the same time, he hoped that in the position of assigned responsibilities and duties, he continues to promote the capacity of the sense of responsibility, the spirit of solidarity together with the collective of TayNinhTVToday to build solidarity, unify and successfully complete on assigned tasks. Currently, the Provincial Labour Federation is urgently implementing Resolution No. 6, dated January 16, 2023, of the Presidium of Vietnam General Federation of Labour on supporting trade union members and employees who have been reduced the working time, termination of labour contracts due to business cuts or others reduction. Up to the present time, the Provincial Labour Confederation has decided to support 1,513 qualified union members and employees at companies: Rotex Vietnam Company Limited, Tsunami Industrial Company Limited Vietnam, Backai Industry Vietnam Company Limited, Ngũ Kim Highland Brothers Company Limited, and The Chin Technology Company Limited, with a budget of more than 1.5 billion Vietnam dong. Ms. Nguyễn Thị Kim Liên, chairwoman of the Trade Union of the Provincial Economic Zone, said that the unit is urgently implementing this resolution in industrial parks and export processing zones. Accordingly, the Provincial Trade Union of the Economic Zone guides businesses and employees to make a dossier of requests for support submitted to the Provincial Labour Federation for appraisal and approval, and ensure the interests of union members and employees. According to this resolution, the time to receive dossiers is no later than March 31, 2023. The deadline for completing support procedures for trade union members and employees is May 30, 2023. The support period is from October 1, 2022 to the end of March 31, 2023, with the support level from 1 million Vietnam dong to 3 million Vietnam dong per person, depending on the type of support object. On April 25, the Provincial Interdisciplinary Inspection Team on Food Safety and Hygiene, led by the Department of Health, continued to inspect food hygiene and safety in Đồng Bằng Thảo. The delegation visited Vietnam Green Food Company Limited, Taynin Branch, specializing in purchasing and reserving raw milk in Hưng Thuận, Kham Muộn. At the time of inspection, the company had provided sufficient legal documents, certified food safety conditions, and the people working at the company were also fully equipped with knowledge about food safety. at Tantung Company Limited, which specializes in providing industrial mills with a large supply to the market. The delegation focused on checking the actual food processing process at the company. In addition, the delegation also inspected the reality of raw materials, meat, fish, vegetables, spices for food processing. Through inspection, the company has paid attention to investing in the kitchen in terms of facilities, equipment and tools to ensure food safety, food poisoning prevention, food research and process in accordance with the process and closely monitor.
The oil and gasolines, petroleum and gas are materials with high risk of fire and explosion. However, in fact, most establishments trading in petroleum and gas are mainly located in residential areas. Therefore, if there is a fire or explosion incidents at these establishments and businesses, not only it will cause real damage to property, but human life will also be threatened. Therefore, ensuring fire safety at these places is always paid special attention and regularly checked by TayNinhTV Police Fire Prevention, Fighting and Rescue Force.
Recorded at Petroleum Store number 19 located at Phước Đông Bờ Industrial Urban Service Complex in Phước Đông, Commune Gò Dầu District under Saigon Trading Corporation, one member limited liability company. Every day, hundreds of people and vehicles come to this store to buy and sell gasoline and petroleum, along with actively investing in fire prevention and fighting equipment of the facility. The Fire Prevention and Fighting Police Force also regularly inspects and guides employees to raise awareness and basic fire prevention skills. Thanks to that, during the operation, the gasoline station has never had any incidents related to fire and explosion. Sales personnel have finished their sales operations. Then the most important step is to check the fire prevention and fighting equipment right at the pump station to examine if there is any problem. We will deal with it immediately, and then I regularly train my employees so that they will master the operation, and when a problem incident happens, they personally handle it. And at the petroleum store number 8 Trong Bang belonging to TayNinhTV Petroleum Joint Store Company located at National Highway 22B, An Tịnh Quơ, Trong Bang Thảo, fire prevention and fighting is always taken seriously by the store manager and staff. The equipment, arrangement, installation, inspection and maintenance of fire prevention and fighting equipment system are ensured. Conditions for escape, fire prevention and avoiding fire spreading between the house and the work are always complied with regulations. We always ensure to maintain safety against fire and explosion in the petroleum business, as well as always remind customers when coming to pump petroleum that it's not allowed to smoke, not to use the phone while buying. Also, thoroughly inform for employees when pumping petroleum for customers. Absolutely avoid the situation of spilling out when petroleum falls out. It greatly affects the prevention of fire and explosions. According to statistics in the province, there are more than 400 petroleum trading establishments and nearly 500 liquefied gas trading establishments. Over the past time, the Fire Prevention, Fighting and Rescue Police Force of TayNinhTV Public Security have actually implemented many measures to ensure fire safety for petroleum and liquefied gas trading establishments. In the process of inspecting and detecting violations of the establishments, we will resolutely handle strictly special violations with factors that directly generate the risk of fire and explosion according to regulations. In addition, errors related to the failure to ensure the safety of fire prevention and fighting in construction investment related to the appraisal acceptance, which are subject to obtain permissions before proceeding with the construction of works such as petroleum or liquefied gas stations has not been approved. The inspection team will resolutely handle it in accordance with the law. road inspection and review of petroleum trading establishments in the province, the Fire Prevention, Fighting and Rescue Police Force assessed basically the unit has met the current regulations and standards on fire prevention and fighting. However, there were still some violations and were discovered, recorded, and issued by the Fire Prevention, Fighting and Rescue Police Force, and issued a decision to handle administrative violations. In addition, to ensure the safety of fire prevention and fighting at petroleum and liquefied gas trading establishments in the province, in the coming time, the Fire Prevention, Fighting and Rescue Police Force will continue to irregularly inspect facilities to promptly prevent the risk of fire and explosion.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.